directly out of a tree back down to the surface. And as you come down to the surface, I want you to tell me the very first impression that you have as you see there down below you, or the very first impression that you have as you land to the surface. What do you see down there below you?
Sand.
Sand?
Yes.
Very good. And if you look around, go ahead and land on the sand and tell me once you've gotten there. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. And I want you to look at the sand. What color is it?
It's multicolor.
Ah, multicolored sand. Very nice. And is the sand on the shoreline?
No.
So are you in a desert-like area, or is there water there?
It's a desert-like area.
Oh, very good. And how far out ahead of you does the sand go?
Oh, for miles. Goes to the tree line.
Oh, very good. And what does the tree line look like?
To have big leaves, like palm trees almost.
Oh, very nice. Anything you've ever seen before?
No.
Oh, very good. And look down where you're standing now again. What do your feet look like?
This feels like I'm floating.
It feels like you're floating?
Yes.
Oh, very nice. And I want you to feel your body at all with whatever you have to feel it with. How do you feel?
Feel light.
Oh, very good. Are you young or are you old?
Young.
Oh, very good. And so you say, okay, now I want you to, do you have hands at all?
Yes.
Hold them out in front of you. What do they look like?
They look like 3 fingers.
Ah, you have 3 fingers.
Yes.
Very good. And what color is your skin?
It's like a teal purple color.
A teal purple. Very nice, sir. And I want you to feel yourself. Feel your face and your head and see how does that feel. How does your head feel?
Feels a little bumpy.
Ah, a little bumpy.
Yes.
So put your hands where your ears would be and what's there.
They open.
Yeah,
just like a hole in the side.
Oh, very good. Now go ahead and run your hands to the top where your hair would normally be, and what's up there?
Feels like spikes.
How sharp are the spikes, or are they almost like turtle skin spikes?
Almost like turtle skin.
Oh, very good. And what is the texture of the skin?
It's a little scaly.
Ah, it's very scarily. Okay, and I want you to put your hands where your eyes are and feel your eyes and tell me what they, the shape of them. What does that feel like?
They feel almost like an oval.
Very good. And run your hand over your nose area or your mouth. And what does that feel like?
Nose, I don't have one.
Very good.
My mouth and teeth are a little sharp.
Okay. Is your mouth round? Feels round?
Yes.
Oh, very good. I've actually met, I believe, the species before. Someone else said the same. He said he was levitating as well. When you look down at where your body, feel your body, and how far does it go? Are there any type of feet or appendages? Are they just hanging, or what's there? If you can feel with your hand at the bottom of your body, please.
I feel like it's just hanging.
Ah, very good. So, can you kick them or move them around?
Yeah, a little bit.
Ah, very good. So basically you don't have to walk at all then, huh?
No.
Awesome. So I want you to slowly turn around. I guess you're on another planet. When you look up in the sky, what does the sky look like above you? Is it what time of day, or is it?
It's like it's almost night. You can see daylight in the horizon though.
So does it look like it's the sun is getting ready to rise?
Yes.
Oh, very good. And so straight out ahead of you across the sand, you can see a tree line. Is that far away or close?
It's pretty far.
Okay. Now I want you to slowly turn around and tell me what's behind you in the other direction.
Direction is nothing.
Ah, okay. Very good. Let's move across. This is like a sand dune, but as you say, it's a multicolored sand dune,
Yes.
or like a huge field with just. Is it beautiful?
Very beautiful.
Ah, very good. And if you look through the sand, do you see any type of plants or any type of animals or insects or anything type of movement where it looks like anything, something's alive in it, within it?
No.
Ah, very good. So let's get over to the tree line, and we're going to get there really fast. We're going to get there in the count of 5, 4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, and 1, you're there. Now that you're close up to the tree line, how big are the plants that you saw?
Huge. The biggest plants I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness, and how big are you compared to them?
Not that big. I'm only about big as one of the leaves.
Oh, really interesting. And I wonder how actually tall you are compared. Do you think there's a probability that... Oh, hold it. Do you have wings?
Yes.
Ah, you have wings. So that's how you're up in the air. Did you know you had wings the whole time?
No.
Not until you just realize, hey, this is how I'm flying. I want you to... What do the wings feel like? Just without having to look, what do they feel like? How do you think they're shaped?
Oh no, they're shaped pretty funny, it feels like.
That's just what you moving them on your back, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now I want you to go ahead and look over your shoulder and see if you can, and tell me what they look like as you look back and not at them. And how far can your head turn back?
They're pretty big.
The wings are pretty big?
Yes, they are.
Compared to your body, how many times do you think they're bigger?
2 times my body.
Wow, and what is the wings made of?
Almost like a membrane.
So like a wasp or a bee or something, huh?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. See, that other person that went under, he was that as well. I can't wait to see. Very good. We're going to leave that scene there for a moment, and we're going to go to where you live. We're going to go to where you live, and it's probably in that forest there, and we're going to be there in a count of 5, 4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, and 1, you're there. Where are you now?
Like a cave in the middle of everything.
A cave in the middle of everything. What does that mean?
I guess maybe it's where I live. Feels comfortable.
Are you inside the cave?
Yes.
Oh, very nice. And just look around the cave. How is it lit up? Is it lit up at all?
Yes.
And how is it lit?
It's a natural glow.
There's a natural glow to the ceiling, the walls.
To the walls.
Really excellent. And how are the walls shaped?
Circular, almost.
The circular walls. And does it look like a natural construct, or like you hollowed that place out, or?
It looks hollowed out.
Oh, very good. And it's the opening to get in and out. Is it? I want you to face the opening on how you enter and exit, and compare the opening to the size of your wings. How easy is it to get in and out?
It's pretty easy. Wings fold back.
Very good. And is there a small tunnel before you get into the interior, or you go through the wall and you're directly inside the hollowed out space?
It's a small tunnel.
Very good.
Just big enough to fly through.
Very good. And then land as you get through it, huh?
Yes.
Very nicely. And as you look around, is there any type of technology or any type of furniture or anything like that that seems like it's been constructed?
No.
Very good. Very primitive then, would you would say?
Yes.
And is there anyone else within the structure?
No.
And can you see entrances to other parts of the, or is it just that one initial space there?
No, it's a few more.
And I want you to really listen and feel. Do you think you're the only one inside there?
No.
Very good. Well, one of the ones that are in there, they're going to come out. And I want you to tell me who it is when they come out and what they look like. Don't be surprised. I think they're coming out. Who is this? Has anyone stepped out yet?
No.
No?
I feel them.
You feel them in the space, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I want you to go ahead and move to where you feel they're at. And what does it look like as you're going deeper in?
It's getting bigger.
It's getting bigger.
Yes.
And are you going through a tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were just in the beginning part when you landed in, right?
Yes.
Very good. And tell me what it looks like as you walk into this larger area, or fly into this larger area.
The top of the cave has shining.
Shining?
Yeah, the stalactites.
Oh, stalactites hanging down.
Yes.
And you say they're shining?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful. Are they like crystals?
Yeah.
Wow. Do they put out a lot of light?
Yes, they do.
Wow. And it lights up the cavern. How big is the cavern?
It's big enough for a small city.
Oh, wow. Awesome. And are there others? Are there others inside flying around?
Yes.
Does it almost look like a huge beehive or something?
Yes.
Very good. And go ahead in your own words, just describe as much as you can see. Anything that stands out, if they're working or they're doing things, if they're transporting things, whatever you see that's going on.
Yes, everyone's flying back and forth, carrying something.
No one's running into each other at all, are they?
No.
And I want you to watch someone that's carrying something, and they're just going to freeze right there in mid-flight. No one else will even notice. I want you to fly up close and tell me exactly what it is they're carrying.
A little small block.
A little small block. And what is the block? What color is it? Or what does it look like it is?
It's like a golden orange with yellow and red going through it.
So do you think they're possible food or larva
food.
or
It's
babies?
Food. It's food.
It's food. Food that's been what? Manufactured or made by you guys in there?
Yes.
Very good. And where are they getting it from, and where does it seem like they're taking them?
They're taking them all home.
Oh, to their individual
Yes.
sessions that go into the hive, right?
Yes.
So, because it sounds like a hive.
Yes.
I still, it's interesting to really see how big you are, because there's no comparison. Do you think you're a big size, or do you think that there's a probability you may be insect size? Especially
big size.
Oh, you're a big size. Okay, very good. So I want you to. Is the other entity? Are they still frozen there?
Yes.
Oh, very good. You're gonna go ask some questions, and they're gonna answer whatever you have. They'll do whatever it takes to please you. So they'll answer all your questions, and they won't feel strange that you're asking. Ask it at whatever. I don't know how you communicate, but I want you either telepathically think of what is the name of the place to them, and see what you get back. Or is there a name?
There's no name.
Well, ask them to tell you any and everything you can about this place.
Well, he says for as long as he can remember, we've been here. So the elders say it's been over 5 millennia.
Oh, very good. And where are you located? Are you on the planet Earth?
No.
You're not on the planet Earth. Very good. Are you in the solar system of the Earth?
No, we're like he said we're a couple of light years away.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. And you obviously are from that place. So all right, very good. Let's let him go ahead and go. And he unfreezes and he just keeps flying as if he's never even talked to you. And are you still looking around at everything?
Yes.
I want you to move to where there's someone who can give you all the information about that place. It's somewhere where they can give you all the information. And we're going to be there. Maybe it's a council member in the count of 5, 4, or some of the elders, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, and 1. Where are you now?
I'm standing in front of one of the elders.
Very good. Well, just let the elder know that you're bilocating from the earth and you had a few questions about where you are and how you come to be. And do they mind answering any questions?
No, they don't mind at all.
Oh, very good. Well, tell them that you're on the earth and well, they probably already know, but just in case, you're on the earth and you're bilocating here, and is this your place of origin?
Yes, it's my place of origin.
And ask them, do they know how long you've been stationed on the planet Earth, or how long you've been on the earth? And, how many times have you been to the earth?
It's my second time.
Oh, very good. And what motivated you to come to the earth?
First, it was just a vacation, see something different.
And when you came in that vacation time, did you physically manifest as a human, or how did you manifest?
It wasn't a human.
It wasn't a human. So, and when you first came, in terms of your linear expression, now it's 2015, in that linear perspective, how long ago was it that you came the first time? How many millennia is here on the planet Earth? How far back?
It's like 15.
Oh, very good. So, a long time ago. And what has motivated you to come the second time around then?
I wanted to see how much everything had changed.
Ah, very good. And are you lending your energy to the planet because of it's going through a huge transformation?
Yes.
And is that any part of the decision-making process for you to come to the earth at this time?
Yes.
Is that what they're saying?
Yes.
And the council actually has a message for you, which is why you're standing there in front of them. Ask them what is their message to you. Loud and clear, you may repeat it.
You're telling me I'm doing a great job.
Awesome.
And in a while it'll be time for me to come back.
Oh, very good. And how
They said I will know when I see a signal.
very good. And ask them, will they ever physically manifest on the earth futuristically when the vibration is right? In their current form.
Says no.
No precedence. What's the name of your race? Do you have it? Is there a name of that species or race?
Yes.
Could you say it out loud?
Thorax.
Thorax. Very good. And ask them how many thorax have physically manifested on the planet at this time.
It says it's about 30.
Just 30, not many.
Yes, not many.
Very good. I had a friend named Tony Deleon. Is he a part of their race as well?
Yes, he is.
He described himself just very good, very, very good. And just 28 more then, huh?
Yes.
Is there anyone that we know or that Hank knows that could possibly be a part of the thorax race as well? That they could share? Any relatives in your family?
No.
Very good. We're just curious, really curious. So, where you come, thorax, in the area that you're from, that is where Mike came from initially. After he came from there and then came to the planet Earth. Is that correct?
Yes.
And how many aspects of Mike is manifested here on the planet? Is there more than just one him here playing out this frequency bandwidth?
No.
Oh, very good. Does he have any connection off this planet with any of his family members or with Hank? His Uncle Hank, Henry?
Yes.
And where is he known as Uncle Henry from before this physical incarnation?
Another distant planet.
Another distant planet. Do they have any information about that distant planet at all?
Very little.
Oh, very good. And is the memory a good memory?
Yes.
Oh, very good. And what was the relationship in that memory or in that interaction?
They were good friends.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. What do they foresee happening after the vibrational shift here on the planet Earth? When it finally shifts into, say, fifth dimension or conscious fifth dimension within the inhabitants of the planet, human and everything else.
They say.
Loud and clear. What did they say?
They say.
Take a long, slow, deep breath through your nose. Inhale. Allow the information to flow. Let it out slow. Hiss it out. And two more long, slow, deep breaths and feel yourself relax relaxing, your vibration is raising, you can hear them, and let it go slowly. Control it. You're getting deeper and deeper. Last one, long, slow, deep breath. And let it out. You can hear everything they're saying. You can see the impressions. You understand what they show you. And what are they saying about that?
They say eventually the earth will be ready.
In your lifetime?
Yes.
Very good. And after the earth makes the shift, is that when you'll have a choice to stay or go?
Yes.
And what do they foresee you doing, staying or going? It'll be your choice.
Yeah, it would be my choice. I told them I want to stay.
Awesome, awesome. So what do you foresee? What do they foresee here on the earth in your future? Do they see you with a mate and some offspring?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. If you look around, you might be able to see them there even before they've, or have they made that choice yet? Are they waiting in the future for you?
Yes.
Can you see them?
Vaguely.
Little spark of light?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. Can you feel their energy? If you can tell if they are deciding to be a male or a female when they get to you?
Yes.
Go ahead and feel it out. What do you think the first one will be? What do you feel from those vague lights that you see?
Female.
Your first will be a female. Are you even interested to know what the other one would possibly be? Is there more than one? Do you see two? How many do you see?
See two.
You feel two and see two. Very good. Just a little faint light, huh? So you know what that means. They're over there waiting for you to get it together, so when they're the ones going to come through, ask them, how does this help you, the session that you're doing? What's the reason why you're able to see what you can see and get what you can get from the council? What does the council say?
They say it's been a long time since they've seen me.
Very good. So ask them, how many lives have you been on the planet? Has it been longer than just the two that you think, or has there been more?
He said it's been a couple more.
Very good. And that's here, were you human or were you something else?
Or something else.
Very good. That's interesting to know, because that's a lot of time to take up with since you've been away for so long. What else were you when you came through? The council knows.
Yeah.
How many council members are there? One or two now? Or, yeah.
The whole council's there.
Very
They're
good.
just speaking to one.
Understood. Very good. Is there a hive mind with this
Yes.
Thorax? Very good. Very, very good. And amazing, amazing, amazing. And what have you? Are you? Now, describe the area that you're in and what it looks like where the council is, or how the one is. What do you see in that space, please?
It's a big opening. And each individual council member has a section that they sit in. The one who's speaking is like in the middle.
Oh, very good. And are you on a stage or a panel before them?
Yes.
Do you feel like that there's probably nothing you could answer, and ask them, how long have you been a part of that species?
I could ask anything.
Awesome. And they have the answers then?
To the best of their knowledge.
Very good. Well, we're just interested in your entity, your energy, who you are, who Mike Jones is. And we know he's been on this planet as a few other things. And we're just out of curiosity, could they tell you what a few of those other things were, and we'll move on. We're just curious. What else did you come to the planet as besides human twice?
I was a flower.
You were a flower. Awesome. Any particular type of flower, or did you see it in your mind's eye?
That's back when there was a lot of plants.
Ah, very good. Was it connected with a bunch of other flowers?
Yes.
When they're connected like that, the whole thing is all just one, isn't it?
Yes.
Was it spread out over a large area?
Yes.
How large an area was this flower bed spread out over?
As far as the eye can see.
Oh, wow. Very nice. And that's here on the planet Earth, huh?
Yes.
And which area of the world were you in at that time as the flower?
Like a rainforest.
Oh, beautiful. I want you to just imagine how it was and have a remembrance of what it was like to be there in that field and having so many, heads. Come on, if you think about it, all those flowers, how does that feel?
You get a lot of sun.
Good answer. Awesome. What else were you besides that flower? Maybe the next time you came.
Next time I came. I was a little bug.
Ah, you were a bug. Awesome. Could you describe, do you know what kind of bug or the time frame that you were a bug? Just curious.
Time frame, no.
No big deal. And you say a bug, could you fly?
Yes.
Ah, okay. So what kind, do you know what kind of bug? Like a beetle or?
It's almost like a beetle.
Oh, okay. Very good. And can you imagine being that beetle right now?
Yes.
Cool. I want you to just go ahead and imagine yourself where the beetle lived in that area and be the beetle. And I just want you to fly around and tell me what it's like to be a beetle and what do you do as a beetle? What draws you in and how does it feel?
It feels funny. It's bulky.
Oh, the beetle feels bulky?
Yeah.
Can you move fast? Can you fly fast?
Yeah.
But even though you're flying fast and you feel bulky, you feel like like you got some armor on you, huh?
Yeah.
Makes you sort of fearless, huh? Oh, how big do you look as you fly over stuff?
Pretty small.
Oh, okay. So the grass or what have you looks like a jungle, huh?
Yes.
Awesome. Are you afraid to fly between the what are you flying above or through? I'm sorry. You tell me.
Fly above a little field.
And as you're flying around, do you see any birds or any predators up in the air?
Yes, but they don't touch me.
Why do you think they don't touch you? Or they're just not touching you now?
I'm bad for them.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. I want you to go where there's thousands of you are, and you're going to get there magically in the count of 5, 4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, and 1. Where are you now?
We're underground.
Oh, very good. And describe that area.
A bunch of different tunnels leading off to different places.
Very good. And do you see other beetles in there working or anything?
Yes, clearing out, making sure the tunnels stay nice.
Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Does it sort of put you in the feeling of being a thorax?
Yes.
Working with the hive. Is there a hive mind in that as well?
No.
Ah, very good. But everybody still has their mentality of what to do, and if there's people that are cleaning or other ones that are like keeping the halls. Are you keeping the halls clear as well?
Everyone does.
Everyone does. Everyone does everything, huh?
Yes.
Do you feel like you just innately know what to do?
Yes.
Oh, very good. It's an interesting way of seeing things. Let's go back outside and be there in a count of 2. It's going to be magic fast. 1 and 2, and you're outside and you're in the air. I want you to just fly a little higher and just look down and tell me what the entire area looks like that you're at. How high do you think you can fly without drawing attention to yourself or whatnot?
I can fly pretty high.
So I want you to just go up high, as high as you can go, or wherever you can get a good look at everything. And from your human eyes, I want you to just tell me what what do you see out there?
Big open forest, a lot of trees.
Awesome. And if you fly high enough, do you see any villages or anything or herds of animals or?
Yes, see a lot of horses.
Oh, very good. Very good. Are you in the mountainous area, or is it just the valleys, or just flat land?
It's a valley.
Oh, awesome. Now I want you to see that pyramid of white light around you again, and I want you to go really high up in the air. And you're going to feel perfect up there. I just want you to feel secure, because I don't know how high you could normally go in that form. But I want you to go really high and look down and see if you see any type of houses or structures or teepees or anything to the effect, castles, whatever you could possibly see throughout the time when it looks like there's people there. Do you see anything like that?
No.
Oh, very good. Nothing at all, huh? Just a beautiful planet?
Yes. Very beautiful.
Very good. How does it feel to be up so high like that?
Feels great.
It's all natural, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, you're a flyer then. Very good. Let's just move back into the space where you were before. And what else does the council say that you've been in a former life or before this physical incarnation? Because you've been away a long time.
Yeah. Council saying they have different matters to attend to right now.
Ah, very good. Tell them thank you very, very much. We appreciate everything. And thanks for giving them your time, because they already know we can ask questions forever. But let's go ahead and let them go. And I want you to be back where you were, where everyone was working, carrying the food source. Council's gone about its way, and I just want you to get your last look at this place. Get your last look, and you're back as a Thorax, and you've got some information from the council, which is amazing. Go ahead and fly back out of the entrance that you came into. And once you fly out that entrance, I want you to tell me when you're on the outside of the structure. Have you made it out?
Yes.
Very good. And when you went out, what does it look like out there on that planet?
It's light, daylight out now.
Oh, very good. Can you still see if you fly up high enough, I just want you to look back at where you were and tell me what does it look like you just came out of?
It looks like a big hive.
Oh, very good. And what does it look like it's made of?
It's natural.
So is it the sand material that, like the sand built up, the colored sand, or?
No. It stands out.
What color? Any particular color or texture?
Yes. It's like a sandstone.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. And does it look like it has order to it or just...
No, there's no order to it at all.
It's all connected though, huh?
Yes.
Very nice. And then if you look at where it's standing, is it standing in the sand or is it in the wooded area? Or where the plants are, the giant plants are?
It's in the wooded area.
Ah, very, very good. And I want you to look at your hands with those 3 fingers again. Do you have any type of fingernails or claw or anything to that effect?
Yes.
And what does that look like?
Like a dark brown, blackish color.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. And is there any water in the area at all?
Yes.
I want you to go to where the water is, please. Tell me when you get there. I don't know if it's far or close. Describe how you get there.
I'll fly into it.
Oh, very good. So you know where you're at now?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Tell me once you get to that water then.
Up here.
Yeah, there, very good. And is that water, can you drink it?
Yes.
I want you to go ahead and get a nice big swig and tell me how you naturally just drink that water. What do you do?
I just put my face up to it.
While you're hovering in the air?
Yes.
Can you see your reflection in the water?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a good overall, especially your feet. Tell me what that looks like down there.
My feet, they come down and up. It all depends. I guess when I float, they retract and reach.
Ah, very good. So they just pull up into you.
Yes.
Ah, very good. Very good. That's okay. So does it look almost rounded there?
Yes.
Do you have any type of tail or anything?
Yes.
What does the tail look like?
It's long.
Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting. And how does it end on the end?
It's with a point.
Oh, very good. So how does it make you feel to see yourself as such?
It's been a long time.
Oh, okay, very good. Very good. Feel like you're at home now?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And did you taste the water? And how was that?
Sweet.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. We're going to go leave this scene and we're going to go to a very important day in your life, in that scene, in that life. A very important day where we can find out more and something really exciting that happened and interesting. And we're going to be there on the count of 5, 4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, 1, and what's happening on this day.
On this day, they gave me a badge of honor.
Oh, very good. And how did you earn that badge?
For bravery.
For feat of bravery. And what did you do?
A section was collapsed.
A section was collapsing in the hive?
Yes.
And you were able to do what?
Able to save the young ones.
Ah, very good. And what does this, for saving the young ones, what does this badge of courage look like?
It's pretty big.
Is it something that you wear or something that you can hang on your wall, or what would you do with it?
I could wear it around my neck.
Oh, very good. And it wasn't too heavy for you?
Oh.
You guys looking pretty strong, huh?
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could make a comparison about how tall do you think you are? If you were, how tall do you think you are, or how long do you think you are even with your tail?
At least 10.
10 feet?
Yes.
Those hands are big, aren't they? Those wings are big, huh?
Yes.
Are you a pretty good artist?
No.
I want you to draw them. You're going to remember exactly what that looks like, even if you have to, or just, I'll draw it out and you just tell me. So what does your torso look like? Do you look like
It's broad.
Broad torso?
Yeah.
And what about your waistline?
Yeah.
Because remember you say your legs retract up under.
Yes.
Do you look
With
like
a
a
leg?
duck?
No.
Okay.
No, not like a duck.
You know how when ducks fly, their legs go up under.
Yeah. No. My body is wide, it's broad. Just because my legs retract, but once I use my legs, I'll slim out.
Ah, very good. And you can stand on them, huh?
Yes.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting. So I guess whenever you first came down, you were just flying and hovering, and those wings can beat pretty fast, huh?
Yes.
Are they rounded?
Yeah, one side is, the lower half is rounded. Top half is a little more broad.
Oh, okay. With like a webbing then?
Yes.
Oh, very good. I will make sure that as soon as we finish, I'll draw this out. Very nice. Okay, we're going to move to the very last day of your life as that thorax. At the very last day, we want to figure out how you pass and when you make your decision to come to the earth. And we're moving to that day and the count of 5. 5, 4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, 1, and you're there. What's happening in this scene? You can watch it above it, like you're watching TV, or you can be in it. What's going on?
This scene, I'm having a talk with one of the council members.
Okay.
And I'm telling him my decision that I want to see how mankind is. The last time I was there, I was around animals. Yeah.
Very good. And how long of lives compared to our linear time frame do you live there? Do the thorax entities live?
We live the elders say we could live up to 1,000 years.
Very good. I heard that at 1,000 years you'd still be young.
Yes.
And how old do you think you are, or how old are you? Did he say you can live for thousands of years, or you can live to be 1,000 years?
Live for thousands of years.
Yeah, very good. That's what I thought. I really did think that. And so, what were you? You're only about 1,000 then?
Yes.
Very good. That's exactly how old. So were all of the ones, the 30 that were sent to the earth or had an option to come to the earth, are they now bilocating? Is their physical body still there on the planet waiting for them to come back with their experience?
Yes.
Oh, very good. So Mike is bilocating from that planet here, experiencing what it's like to be in a physical body. How does he like it thus far by thorax standards?
A lot of emotion to deal with.
So they're not that emotional.
No.
But that's part of the lure and the draw, isn't it?
Yes.
That's what makes it this Earth so special. And you say they sent 30, and they're all bilocating. So I guess you guys are pretty spiritually advanced then, huh?
Yeah.
Way beyond the planet Earth. And the 30 that were sent, were they also sent for their high energy signatures?
Yes.
So how was that decided to send 30 in the council, and were there other councils in other sectors of the universe involved as well?
Yes, it was a group effort.
Oh, very good. And is this particular race of Thorax, are they familiar with the Sharonians that came to the planet Earth as well? Are they familiar?
Yes, it's been a long time since I heard that name.
Oh, very good, because one of your brothers is a Sharonian now from that particular race of entity. And are they familiar with the avian, the spear beings, or the bird beings? Are they familiar with them?
Yes.
And are they connected with these councils that made these decisions?
Yes.
And are they familiar with Hank, or your Uncle Henry?
Yes.
And he's on one of these councils, is he not?
Yes.
And what is his position on the council that he's in? The Council of 11.
He's pretty high on there.
Oh,
From what they tell me.
Oh, very good. And what about the Aeon? Are they familiar with the Aeons, the creators, the original light creators of the planet?
The only one is familiar. It's the eldest.
Oh, you say only one of the elders is on the council is
Yes.
familiar? And you say he's the oldest?
Yes.
Ah, very good. And what does he know of the Aeons, the original light creators of the Earth?
Yeah, he said he thought they were foolish at first, but he grew to understand what they were trying to do.
So, do you think he was foolish by them creating the illusion of separation and then allowing the light entities to go within?
Yes.
Because that's why the whole universe is sort of focused on what's happened here in this experiment.
Yes.
Do they foresee? Well, they already know what's going to happen. It's going to succeed, is it not?
Yes, it is.
And they have played their part by sending 30 avatars or emissaries into the mix.
Yes.
Very good. So that means that Mike's purpose and his allowance to be a part of this has been very significant then.
Yes.
What does that say about Mike's personality and who he is to be chosen for such an endeavor?
They say an Earthward is optimist.
Ah, he's an optimist.
Yes.
He must be powerfully optimistic then. It's innate with him then?
Yes.
Very good. Very, very good. And if we may ask, and I'm sure he would allow, what about Tony Deleon? What gift is he bringing? What is his energy signature? The significance of his energy signature?
They say Tony is a special one himself. They say all 30 that have been put on this earth for different reasons have their own special, unique talent.
Ah, very good. Only because I know that Tony will hear this and it'll give him a reminder, unless it's not supposed to be told. But could they share that if they ask his higher self? Because I'm sure he's there. Would that information be possible to be shared, or is it best not to be?
Well, they say it's something that he should tell himself.
Very good, very good. We're just nosy. Hank is nosy. Do they know who Hank is?
Yes.
Oh, very good. And what do they know about me?
They've had a few run-ins with you already.
Oh, very good. And is these run-ins with me in these scenarios as such?
Yes.
Oh, very good. And Hank always has the same question. They know that he's a part of the Avion, correct?
Right.
And they also know he's part of the Aeon as well?
Yes.
And how does he get into all this stuff? How did he get into all that?
It was passed on to you.
Ah, very good. And from whom?
They won't tell me that.
Ah, very good. Very, very good. And are they familiar with Augustine and Isabel?
Yes.
They're my higher self. Are they there in the mix right now? Are they there?
I said they're not there at this present moment.
Ah, very good. I know one of them's energy is with me, or both of them. They're. Am I them bilocating here?
Yes.
So, but I have 2 and 1 though, huh? 2 and 1. 2 to make the 1?
Yeah, you will split yourself in half.
Why did I do that? You can tell me. Even if they're not there, I give permission. So you split yourself in half for your own personal reasons. Oh, very good. I tried. So, how do they feel about the run-ins that they have with me? Because they know I'm not going to stop.
They say it takes a little get used to, but it's okay.
And so, what does that mean? Am I too pushy or what?
No, not too pushy. Not at all.
Oh, okay. Would they rather me, not be so boisterous or so vocal with this?
No, they don't mind at all, actually.
I'm in session. I can't answer. I'll talk to you later. They don't mind at all. Is it not my purpose to do this?
These elders are something else.
Are they letting me have it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't care. I can take it.
They say you ask questions, you know the answers to.
Oh, that's what they say. They already say, I already know. Why am I asking? Because I ask all the time. I just want to see if someone says something different or whatever. So how many times am I on their council there?
Yes, you're on the council, the elders, the hierarchy.
Oh, I am. Okay. And
They say it's different levels. And the ones that's been around for the longest, they have their own set of council rules and everything else.
oh, okay. So that's what they're saying. My vibration is really, really high or something.
Yes.
And so they think. How do they think that it's like, oh my God, where did they come from, right? Or what's the feeling that you're getting as they're discussing? Or are they laughing at me or something?
No, they poking fun at you.
Oh, okay.
Have a little fun with you. Like,
Oh, okay. I can't
they
help it.
figure many times you did it, they figure you probably remember some of it by now.
I know I've been doing it a lot or whatever. That's why I keep blocking my memory. Am I not blocking my own memory?
Yeah.
Okay. And isn't that in my best interest to keep blocking my memory?
Yes.
Because if I didn't know it all, I would stop asking questions. If I knew it all, or is it within me that I'm supposed to share, or I can't help it but to share?
Yes, those parties split yourself in half. One part shares and loves the information. The other side wants to keep it tight, but you say it's a compromise with both of you. One for the other.
And what's the reason behind the one that wants to be quiet? Is that fear? I mean, not on that level, but what is the motivation for the one that doesn't want me to?
It's not fear.